Good evening. This is Peter Rezicek from Weekly Options Advisory and ShadowTrader.net. So the first thing I got to tell you is that the title of this video is clickbait because obviously NVDA and Amazon are not really related. However, those of you who have been trading with me in Weekly Options Advisory for a long time will understand the reason of why I am comparing NVIDIA to Amazon. And that reason is because NVIDIA has become a veritable playground for ratio spreads, which means the +1, -2, or -3 type variety of. What do I mean by that? Simply that opening a ratio spread is always sell to order, and you buy an option that is low, and then you sell either 2 or 3 options that are high. And you can use different technical levels here, such as trend channel, etc. We've been playing against the 1,000 level recently in NVIDIA, and this has become a trade that we are now rinse repeating a lot in Weekly Options Advisory for weekly profits. And the reason I say that NVIDIA is the new Amazon is because before Amazon split, right now Amazon is a relatively much cheaper stock, but when Amazon was very, very expensive, we made tons of money doing these ratio spreads, mostly on the downside for credit. So it was a little bit different, but you can do that on the downside of NVIDIA as well, where we were putting on 1x2s all the time like this and collecting fat credits week after week. But now that Amazon is cheap, NVIDIA is the new stock for that. So like currently, to give you an example of how this works, like right now, I've got one expiring this week. It's actually the remnants of a trade expiring this week, I should say, because it was much bigger when I started, but I'm only down to 5 units right now. You can see 5 units long of the 925 call and short 3 times that amount of the 1,000 call. And just to show you how powerful this can be, I want to draw your attention right here to the trading price, right? If you look at this right here and you take, for instance, knowing that I paid for one of these and I sold 3 times of this, you can see that the cost comes out to 25 cents credit. Right? About 25 cents. And I apologize, I can't exactly remember if it was a credit or a debit, but it's almost even money, about a quarter, right? And look what it's trading now. You would sell this one at 20 and you'd have to buy back these 3 at about 4.35. That's about 7 1/4. So you literally just turned 0 into $7.25, right? And you can see here I'm experimenting. I call it experimenting just because I have a very tiny size on with something even wider. This is a 910, 1030. And you can see this one is underwater a little bit. Why? Because obviously it's very early in the cycle. I'm speaking to you on Tuesday, and you've got a lot of time to expiry. So you've got way too much credit in the high strike. So I'm just kind of experimenting with different strikes. But anyway, this is a very powerful trade that I wanted to share with you. And if you know how to do it right, and there is some trick to it, and obviously it can be margin intensive if you don't cap it off with something on top. If you know how to do this trade right, there is solid profit in it week in and week out. So if you want to check out how I do these live, you may want to check me out on Weekly Options Advisory, because there's also something new going on that I wanted to show you. And that is the fact that we now, for the first time ever, have a $7 trial. So you can hang out with me for a whole week and it'll only cost you $7. This is the first time we've ever done this. It's actually for SquawkBox as well, if you want to check it out. In that room as well. But anyway, try it for $7 and you can get 5 trading days with me in Weekly Options Advisory at that very, very low price. So if you're interested in how this trade works in real time, how I put it on week after week and how we profit from it and potentially adjust it, change it, etc., whatever you need to do to maximize the trade, definitely check me out if you can. All right. That's all for now. I wish you good trading and good night. Hey, this is Peter from ShadowTrader.net, and I just wanted to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you'd like to trade live with me every day in my Weekly Options Advisory, then check out the link in the description below. I wish you good trading, and I'll see you in the room.